Thank you for being here. Super excited. Tara Wilson is my sidekick and my partner in crime. And we are having fun, making money, making a difference, building a really, really wonderful company. I never, ever imagined that it would be 14 years. And I'm looking at 14 years. And Tara, what are you, number eight? 8 years? Unbelievable. Anyway, Tara's been in the industry forever. So have I. She lives in Paradise Valley, Arizona. What a beautiful spot, with their husband, Chris. And I adore that man and their 3 beautiful kids and 2 fur babies. She holds a degree in psychology from UC Berkeley and is a former mortgage wholesale rep and recently a best-selling author. She's been in the network marketing profession for over 16 years, always in the wellness space, and has built teams over her career that have done more than 350 million in sales in 12 countries. She's been with LifeVantage for 8 years now and passionate about our cutting edge products and also helping people change their lives through sharing them with others. So this gal is someone to listen to. I think she's a phenomenal presenter and a great friend and a great sidekick. Thanks, Tara, for saying yes to LifeVantage. It only took me 6 years to get to her. We duplicated that with her best friend, Angie, who's also on here. So if you do it faster than 6 years, woo, you're doing great. Thanks for saying yes, Tara.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you guys so much for coming to say hi, either live this evening or virtually. Maybe someone sent you a link to this recording. They're like, I've got some information I want to share about an amazing opportunity, amazing company with some great products that could change your life. And I'm so grateful, Carrie, that you never did give up on me after 8 years or 6 years of just saying, hey, I've got something. And you know what Carrie said to me? She said, you know what? I know you're happy with what you're doing in my current career, but she said, if you're ever not happy, if you're ever looking for something, will you just take a look at what I'm doing? Because I think it's going to resonate with you. And I was like, okay, sure. Because Carrie and I actually started, I started in the industry 16 and a half years ago. Carrie was a leader in that company. So I got to work alongside her. We weren't on the same team, but I got to learn from her and, speak with her. And I had a lot of respect for what she had built there, an amazing, income and a team. And so I was always very in awe of her. So when she said, I've got something for you, I'm like, I always filed it. And so when, time came to make a decision of what's next 8 years ago, LifeVantage was at the forefront of my mind. So maybe the timing is great for you right now. Maybe it's not. For me, 16 and a half years ago, I was working full time with 2 small kids. I keep this on my desk. So that was my daughter. She was 11 months at the time. And my son was 7. He just turned 24 a couple days ago. She's 17, 5'11", D1 or 2 bound for softball. And then 2 years after this, I had my third child and was able to work from home full time, because once I got started in March of 07 with another health product, I hit the ground running. I was like, wow, you take it, you feel it, you share it. Once you learn the health benefits of something, you're like, okay, well, I'm going to talk about this anyway. So you're telling me I can get paid for this. And that was the simple concept that made me say, why not? And I love that our previous speaker this evening, Brandon Cunningham, he's like, we're all on social media. We're all out in our life. Everyone is referring something to somebody every day. We're selling something, whether it's an idea, thought, a product, a political view. Everyone is selling something every day. And you know who's winning the most off of that is Facebook and Instagram. They're getting paid for your content, by the way. So, in this world, if you're going to go put content out there, you're going to add value to people, you can actually earn an income from home. I didn't have that 16 and a half years ago in the dinosaur ages. We didn't have smartphones. I had a BlackBerry with the little scroll. There was no sending someone a link. There was no Zoom, right? I had to go and learn about this product in a living room, make notes, get a whiteboard, and then off I did. But I was so determined to share the message of getting healthier through products and education, and maybe sharing it with a few people to build a side income, that within 6.5 months, I quit my 6-figure income in the wholesale mortgage. 2 months later, I replaced that 6-figure income. And within 15 months of starting my first company with no experience, no nutrition background, no network marketing background, no business background, no business ownership background, I was always an employee, I tripled my income. And so I'm here to say that if you are interested in health and wellness, if you want to look your best and you want to feel your best, you want to live the longest, healthiest lives, and you want to partner with a company that has two of the greatest solutions in the history of solutions. Brandon had his bottles, I have mine. These are two of the biggest innovations in the history of nutrition. And so we're going to talk about them briefly. If that's you and you're interested in that, then you are in the right place. So let me just share my screen. All right, give me 1 second. All right, view slideshow. Okay, so you should see me in the pink dress. Are we good? Did I not have my camera on that whole time? That was, oh, that's another Tara Wilson. Never mind. Okay, so Lori Charette, you can see me in the dress?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, that's me. I'm a presidential consultant. We'll tell you about what that means at the very end of the presentation. It just means that I've helped a lot of people get healthy. I've helped a lot of people take it, feel it, and share it the LifeVantage way. And when I started, I got enamored with one product, and Carrie shared this little blue bottle with me. I'll just put it in the screen there if you can see my face. This little blue product. But she's like, hey, we're having fun, we're making money, and we're making a difference. And we're helping people get healthy through products and education. And I said, okay, what do you got? She says, well, we have Protandim. Protandim is, at the time, it had 6 patents on this one herbal supplement and 16 studies. And I was blown away. I was like, wow, these are 5 common herbs you can get, but put together in this exact combination, was able to address one of the most serious things that has ever impacted your health, which is oxidative stress, or the rusting of your cells. Gosh, Brandon Cunningham said it beautifully. He's like, when you were 15, when you were 5, you could run and jump and you had energy. But when you're 15, you could run further, faster, you had more energy. But when you're 50, you don't have the energy that you had when you were 15. And why? Well, your body has its own internal enzymes to combat the aging process. And so when you're 50, you're just turned 50, you're a lot older than you are when you're 15. And what that comes with is a decline in those enzymes that kept you feeling like you did when you were 15. And so you lived in the same environment, but you were able to cope with it a lot better because your body was fully prepped with these enzymes. So all I want to tell you here, because we're going to go on and I'll show you, is an ABC primetime investigative report aired in 2005, which is, oh my gosh, a while ago. We launched our first product in 2003 in GNC, Whole Foods, CVS, Vitamin Shop. Thousands of stores carried this. And when the story was told about in 6 minutes from a consumer protection news report of what this did, it flew off the shelves, became an overnight sensation. People like all over, like Dr. Oz, Oprah, Dr. Phil, everyone's calling and saying, what is this thing? And it's because it reduced your cellular stress, which is the main cause of aging and disease, your oxidative stress, by 40% in 30 days. And I believe it was 70% in 90 days. No other antioxidant supplement, no other food, no other anti-aging product, no other vitamin can even come close to that. And I know that because I've seen all the studies on our product. So a couple of weeks ago when I made this PowerPoint, I went to PubMed, which is the World National Library of Medicine. This is where the doctors go. And I said, how many studies have there been on oxidative stress, which is what is lowered 40% 30 days? And there was an astonishing 318,000. And it's like, why are they studying this? Because it is significant, important, and relevant in your life. And it actually is contributing. Oxidative stress is linked to over 220 diseases of the heart, the skin, the kidney, the joints, the lung, the brain, immune system, the blood vessels, organs, your eyes, every part of your body. And here's why. Because every part of your body has cells, and all of your cells are rusting from within. Part of that is normal metabolic processes, from digestion, eating your food, creating energy, all the things, removing toxins. But a couple hundred years ago, the reason that some of these diseases like cancer and everything is on the rise is because we did not live in the same environment. I always say you're going to have to take supplements. Your grandparents couldn't even fathom because you live in an environment that they did not have to live in, right? Over 80,000 new chemicals have been introduced to our environment since the Industrial Revolution. They're dumping billions of pounds of herbicides, pesticides, fungicides on our crops. People are choosing unhealthy diets. They're smoking, they're vaping, they're doing alcohol, maybe recreational drugs. There's air pollution, poor sleep, high stress, and little or no exercise. I read recently that lethargy, which means sitting for a long period of time without moving. Gosh, it's so bad for you. Just Google it. Like, I have an Apple Watch, you guys. It literally is like time to stand. And I only get that notification probably like once every 5 days because it tells you that every, I think, hour or half an hour. You have to move your body. Our bodies were meant to move. And it is tied in with all of these things like oxidative stress and all this. So this is what is causing the problem. But what does it feel like? It feels like fatigue, no energy, brain fog, not able to concentrate, aches and pains. Like, we shouldn't, like, there's no reason as you get older that you should have more aches and pains or you should feel older. That is a choice. It's number one, because we move our bodies less, but number two is because these enzymes, they reduce every decade that we're alive. So we have to go in and turn them back on, which is what our products do. People are sick more often, headaches, and much, much more. So that's what it feels like. So, you know, I love it. Again, Brandon, gosh, so good. If you guys didn't hear, Brandon Cunningham, phenomenal leader in the company, one of the top leaders, but he's just basically like, if you could have a product that solved a problem, like, for example, this came to mind. There is an MS drug for multiple sclerosis that is an NRF2 activator that works, and it's $50,000 a year. And in the pharmaceutical company's own journal, they actually studied it against our product, which is also an NRF2 activator, but it's natural. And it had to report that Protandim, 5 herbs, beat the pharmaceutical, got better results with no side effects. So if you could choose a drug or 5 plants that are rigorously tested for all the heavy metals and pesticide toxic, like, we have a quality assurance. And by the way, that is important. So they're like, everyone's like, well, can I just go buy those things in bulk and then make them? No, you can't. Because we wouldn't have gone through the trouble of putting 7 patents on 5 common herbs that anyone has access to if it wasn't the right formula in the right amount that helps each one work 1,800% better than any one of them by themselves, and thus give you better results. And there's a whole reason why, but I'm just going to keep it at that. So if you could, we actually have an MS drug, a multiple sclerosis product, a study, I mean, not a drug, study for our patented product. So if you know anyone with multiple sclerosis, you might want to share this with them. And the reason being is that we don't make any claims, but one of the pathogenesis with the creation of multiple sclerosis, that's such a marvel, it's like a marvel, MS, is oxidative stress. So you understand that? So if there's a drug that's $50,000 a year, or a supplement that's a couple dollars a day, and you can get better results with the 5 plants, why wouldn't you? Well, you guys can look at all of our studies, because there's studies with big words like heart disease and cancer and stuff that we're not allowed to talk about because we are not a drug, because we cannot control what else you do in your environment, like all the things I mentioned above. But I'll tell you that when you put things in your body and you activate your NR2 pathway and you're lowering your oxidative stress, things are going to be working better. If you want to be well, fix the cell, right? Don't take my word for it. These are just like, if you want to take a screenshot of this or just get the PowerPoint, these are some of the people that have studied our product. So do you think Harvard, the American Heart Association, the National Institute on Aging, one of the 27 divisions of the National Institute of Health, would be studying our product with their research dollars if it wasn't extraordinary? And that's the question you have to ask yourself. So you guys can like do what I did and go down the rabbit hole, or just know that reducing your oxidative stress is one of the best things you can do for your overall health. Okay, so I hope that everyone at the end of this is like, okay, I want to reduce my oxidative stress. The minimum thing I'm going to do is order this herbal supplements, 7 patents, 31 published peer-reviewed studies, 20 years on the market, and the better part of our over $2 billion in company sales. Okay. All right. So about a little over 15 months ago, we launched our second activator. So when I heard that the company was launching collagen, I was like, At 49 at the time, or 48, I had never, ever taken collagen. One of the reasons is because I don't consume a lot of animals. And every time I took a chew or a powder, I could literally taste the chicken or the beef in it. Like it grossed me out and I just didn't like it. But also because I thought it was a scam. I thought it was just like, oh, we have collagen, so if you take collagen, it's going to be great. And I didn't know if there was any solid science on it, right? I didn't know how important collagen was. Well, when we started launching this, I got notification about April, May of last year, got on a product trial. So I started going down the rabbit hole. And of all the 20,000 or so different proteins in the human body, collagen is the most abundant of all of them, right? So it is literally every part of your body, and you would be an amoeba, a blob on the floor without it. It is part of every system in your body. We all know it for nail, skin, hair, but it's also muscles, your joints, your gut, strengthening your bones, tissue repair, eye health. Your eyes are 90% collagen. Your liver function. Your liver does over 2,000 functions a day. It is your best friend. Your liver keeps a record of everything you do. It's an extraordinary organ. Your cardio health. I mean, you guys, #1 killer here in the United States is heart disease. I hope everyone is trying to do whatever they can to keep their heart healthy, right? Sleep quality, because it affects your brain, mental, mood, and cognitive support. This is because every part of your body relies on collagen. And, okay, here's the bad news. Every single person has about 1 to 1.5% of collagen loss every single year past about 20. 1 to 1.5%. So do the math. After 20 years, or after, if I'm 50, so I've lost 30 to 45% of my collagen from when I was 20. So is it a mystery why I don't look the same as I was 20? Why I don't act the same as I was 20? Why I can't remember? Like Brandon, he's like, I can't remember my kids' names. I'm like, I can't either, but I don't know if that's collagen or because I have mom brain, right? My gut, everything is not working the same as it was because I'm losing collagen, you're losing collagen. So our newest breakthrough in activation is True Science Liquid Collagen. But what makes it different? Because collagen supplements are a dime a dozen. You can get them from a lot of companies. You can get them in powder, liquid, gel, goo, all kinds of things. Ours does 3 things. Okay, everyone replenishes. So replenishing means that you're just eating collagen like you would eat protein or eat carbs, and you would get it. So it would help to replenish. Ours goes beyond that. We activate, replenish, and maintain. So what do I mean by activate? We're taking this ruby red quinoa, which is not the same kind of quinoa that you would cook with dinner. So you can't get the same one from like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. But this proprietary plant, when you consume it, it actually turns on 3 of your collagen production genes. So remember I told you, like, all those factory workers have been going home for years. 1 to 1.5% of them go home every year. This is bringing them back to the factory and starting those engines up, saying, oh my gosh, let's turn them back on, because for some reason nature turns them off, because eventually we have to die, right? I mean, we're the cycle of life. We're probably designed to live 100 to 125 years, right? That's our genetic potential. But oxidative stress, the things that accelerate it are slowing that down to about 75 to 78 on average, right? So what can we do to edge past that, right? This is one of those things. Turning on your collagen production genes not only helps to increase your collagen production 5 times, but it activates these internal antioxidants. So this guy, the blue bottle, increases your antioxidants by 30%. the collagen increases it by 2,700%. So we're not just talking about looking good, you guys. We are talking about inside and out health and beauty, feeling better, looking better, and fixing the cell, lowering your oxidative stress. You're increasing your catalase, extraordinary health from the inside out. And by the way, together they work better. I'll talk about that in a second. So this is like crazy. So you actually can see it for yourself. This is in our 8-week trial. This is a skin slice of a skin cell. It increases, it upregulates your collagen density gene by 42%, which translates to 100% increase in your collagen density. You guys, if I gave you 100 cookies and I gave you 100%, I would give you another 100 cookies. You'd have 200 cookies. What is that? Double. So imagine doubling the amount of collagen systemically in your entire body in 8 weeks. You heard that right. Do you understand that? So don't simply take collagen, activate your own. You heard that right. Would you like to double the entire amount of collagen in your body in 8 weeks? So that's the first thing that sets us apart. And then replenish, we give you 5,000 milligrams of highly absorbable hydrolyzed marine collagen, 10 types. Most products on the market are 1 to 2, and that's a lot of competitor. And it's all the amino acids to support collagen density, skin elasticity, skin moisture. Amazing. And we use sustainably caught fish. We actually use the scales and the bones that were already harvested for their flesh, for their meat. So we're not killing new fish for this. We're using fish that were already caught. And I have heard, always check with, do a skin test, but people with even fish allergies have been able to take our collagen because, again, it is not the actual flesh. But please, if you're allergic to fish, do it best. Then we also have a citrus berry extract, blueberry powder, young pumpkin fruit. It basically what it does is it turns on your antioxidants to also help promote the collagen and elastin production. Here's the maintain. It actually slows the breakdown of your existing collagen. So remember when I said 1 to 1.5% a year, what if you could slow that number down, right? That's exciting. And of course, no junk. And it's anywhere from 3 to 9 times more absorbable than powder. So stop wasting your money on powder that has a lot of ingredients you probably don't want, that are not getting the results that you have. Again, these are some of the things: reduce your crow's feet by 22%. And so I'm just gonna let you guys kind of browse this. We have whole landing pages. And this is why people, when you see these results from anywhere from 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, it literally, some of these people look like mother and daughters, not before and afters. Like extraordinary because of what it's doing. And I'll tell you, I never took collagen because I never saw any results like this. And it works on males, females, any kind of skin type, any ethnicity. It works for everybody. Oh, the legs. Look at that. Circles, wedges, stretch marks, hair growth. The gal on the left, she sent me, she goes, look at the bags under my eyes. I'm like, look at your hair growth. She's like, oh my gosh. Right? Hair growth. Okay. So let me ask you this. If it's working like that on the outside, what do you think it's doing on the inside? Right? Well, so we did do a study, and we're taking these two together actually turns off chronic over inflammation in the body. So we're constantly being bombarded with our toxic environment. And what it does is that's like our body is like inflamed because it's trying to combat that. And it's bad for all of your body to be in chronic overinflammation. This actually mutes that if you take them together amongst all the other. This is just a reminder of all the other benefits that you're getting from taking the collagen. And we're just going to talk, we have a whole line of products, but we're going to talk about this for just 1 second because you're going to get it for free. This is our brand new skin product. It is a retinol alternative, except for it doesn't have, it's not a chemical, it's plant-based, no toxins. So you're going to get all the benefits. Actually, the main ingredient, cranberry peptides, biopeptides, beat out retinol in a study by like 4 times without the redness, sun sensitivity, or irritation. It combats 11 signs of aging. It feels like whipped cream on your face. So I do my cleanser, I do my toner, I do this, and then I do my anti-aging cream. And I'm telling you, my skin, I can't imagine having better looking skin at 50 years old. And I don't do fillers and all that garbage. I don't even do like facials. So at this point, you're probably ready to at least, you know, start activating your cells or start activating complete inside and out health and beauty. And here's just a snapshot of our line. We have pet products, we have immune. Oh, this is what everyone needs right now is a daily wellness. For a couple dollars a day, you can get vitamin D, C, zinc, elderberry, and a yeast extract that had 8 human clinical studies that increases your immune system within 1 hour. I don't know about y'all, but I do not want to be sick on Thanksgiving or Christmas. I take this every single day. And that's called our daily wellness. So if you guys are looking for like that super product that's going to keep you healthy amongst our cellular activators and our collagen, that would be my next best recommendation. But we also have your daily essentials, your vitamins, minerals, herbs, adaptogens. We have omegas, probiotics, prebiotics, skincare, hair care, fat burn, and healthy energy. And of course, we have your pet covered if you want them to live a longer, healthier life. And we actually do have pet studies. So that's just a little snapshot of the wellness store we have here. So maybe you're like me and you're like, well, I'm going to take these products. Of course I would share them. Why network marketing? Well, I always wanted to have more money, more time, a bigger impact, but I didn't have any ideas and I didn't have like overhead, you know, just even like a small franchise could cost you $300,000-$400,000 to make about what I was making in my job. And so I love this because I didn't have to come up with any assets, no overhead. I didn't have to do website design. I didn't have to hire anyone. I could work from anywhere. When I get a customer in the door, I have a world-class customer service call center that will help them if anything goes wrong with their shipping or they didn't get a product or the product was broken or whatever. We have the best customer call center and I don't have to pay for that. It's so crazy the amount of money that I had to start this business with and be able to distribute the products in like 24 countries and get paid what I do is incredible. And huge tax benefits. Just owning your own business could probably save you $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000 a year in tax advantages if you're a W-2 employee. And that would way more offset anything you were doing to run your LifeVantage business. And again, we're a debt-free company. I got to ring the Wall Street bell last July. So you can get paid. Where do you start? Well, we have start kits for everyone's budget from $250, which is basically a month's supply of your collagen, a month's supply of your Protandim, and additional collagen to share. And all of your marketing websites, apps, everything is all included. And anybody who joins now through, I think, February gets a free $75 True Renew. So like, that's awesome. But if you're like me and you want to go all in and want to try everything, you can save, I think, $400 or $500, get the business pack. You get one of everything that LifeVantage has pretty much, and an extraordinary discount plus training and it, like, again, everything. So what our motto is just get in where you fit in, you know, talk to the person, your consultant that invited you here to talk about what enrollment pack is best for you. Okay. And then you want to pick a monthly stack that best suits your individual health goals. So, right. So if you want to, you know, there may be some different products you want to add or subtract to this. These are just suggestions about getting started. But we have all kinds of options. And anyone that does a Healthy Glow consultant stack also gets more free True Renew. So you can get actually $150 worth of free product. If you join and order one time these 2 bottles, you can get $150 of True Renew for free in the next 2 months until December. And again, we also have a global, this is a global product. So anyone globally, again, we can share the details, but anyone that's ordering it or enrolling can get it free. And here's the income disclosure. How far can you go? So I'm a presidential right here. So the average income of a presidential is $137,000 a month. The minimum is $92,000. And I'll say I fall like right between there. And I know some of you are like, wait, what? Wait, what? 16 years ago when I got started, I never dreamed that I would get here, but I hoped I would, and I worked like I would. And so all I have to say for all of you out there is believe anything's possible, work like anything's possible. And if you help enough people get healthy and you help them share these products because you love them, like Carrie Dickey, the beautiful woman that introduced me, she said, if you can fall in love with these products, I can help you build a business. And that is what I've been doing for 16 years, 8 of that in LifeVantage. Because once I found out what was in this blue bottle, I knew for the rest of my life, I was going to help people get healthy through products and education, that everyone needs to know what these 5 plants can do. And then of course we have other amazing activators and that I take every day, but the collagen, so significant. And I mean, as much as people can feel it, it's even better when they see it. So how far can you go? Well, let me just give you a really quick example. A penny doubling every day, just 1 penny, 1 cent. You know, like let's talk about 10 days. So 1 penny, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 32 cents, 64, 128, 256 is worth about $5.12. So if you have a penny that doubles every day, meaning you just tell one person, they tell one person, they tell one person, is worth $5. It doesn't seem that exciting, but you know, if that penny keeps doubling in 31 days, it's worth $10 million. That's the possibility of how many, if one person tells one person that tells one person, everyone keeps telling one person about LifeVantage. We could literally, like, if you kept doubling the amount, if 2 people heard about it, and then 2 people told one, then before, then 8, in 12 times there'd be 4,096 people. Do you understand that? If you and one person told one person, that'd be 4, then be 8, then be 16, then be 32, and just keep going out 12 generations, just 12 times of people telling one person is 4,096 people. So we can make an impact. And by the way, that would be a multiple 6-figure income if you had the minimum, but people were just sharing the message. And here's the problem with LifeVantage is it's so great that we have no problem get customers. I have 152,000 people on my team globally, and over 95% of them are just customers. We need more people sharing the message, and that's where you come in. So if you can share this video, if you can share this message, if you can share any of these overviews that we're doing, if you can invite people, we're going to do 8 more next week after Thanksgiving on the, I think it's 28th, 29th, 30th, if I am not incorrect. Yeah, 28th, 29th, 30th. We're going to do 3 on the 28th, 2 on the 29th, and 3 on the 30th. If you can share this message and keep inviting people, then you can create an income that you design, and how far you can go is how much you put into it. So I thank you guys for all sticking around with me. If you were here virtually, get back to the person who shared this with you, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This Zoom is officially a wrap. Thank you guys. Take it, feel it, share it, and change your life.